Hey, Picks and Parlay family, it's me, Detroit Lenny, here with another Power Hour here for Monday, February 6th-ish. I don't know. It's around there. It's early February, folks. Don't forget to check out Caesar Sportsbook. They sponsor all of our videos over here at Power Hour. Also, don't forget to check out NoHouseAdvantage.com. That's over there. NoHouseAdvantage.com is changing the game, offering the most dynamic fantasy sports platform available today. Also, check out when you check out No House Advantage and you sign up with them, use the promo code PNP. That'll give you a first deposit match up to $50. Download the app, go to the website. Either way, it's available on all downloadable platforms, Apple, Samsung, whatever the other Apple is. I'm an Apple guy. I don't know what to tell you. All right, so with me today, we're going to talk some college basketball, NBA, and bonus featuring on the Power Hour. Now we're going to start featuring some NHL hockey games throughout the week that are premier hockey games, ones we think everybody's going to be watching anyways. We're going to talk Texas at Kansas. We're going to talk the Thunder at the Warriors. We're going to talk Duke, Miami. We're going to talk Clippers, Nets. And like I said, a little bit of NHL action for you guys. With me today, though, first up on the mix. Listen, you can't get better than this, so I'm just boom. We're starting out with the legend right out the gate, and then maybe we'll get into some other cappers. But the man, the myth, the legend himself, Sean Higgs is here to talk some college basketball. Texas at Kansas. Kansas -4. Over-under is 145 and a hook. And I'm just going to tell you right now, if you're not following Sean Higgs on picksandparlays.net, you're losing money. I followed just his Twitter plays that he gave out over the weekend, and I was up money. So I might have forgot to put in two of them that lost anyway, so that was even better. But it's all good, Mr. Higgs.
I think Saturday was like 8-4 and 2-0 yesterday. So if the college basketball on the
all weekend, man, we make money, and I can't stand betting NBA, and I know you hate it as well. So when you have an NBA pick, I pay attention.
It won. It won.
You did.
That was a glee. That was this.
Exactly. Talk to me about this game. Where are we going with this? Big matchup here. Big
it's
12 matchup.
We get a little celebrity sighting with a couple good teams, right? Texas, Kansas, you got two really good teams here. Kansas, a little bit of a fave here at -4 to start. I'm leaning to Kansas here, and simply the way I look at this one now. You got Texas in off a dogfight the other day at 69-66, and Kansas just got wild. They lose by 15. It wasn't even that close. They were down the whole game. I had Iowa State in that kind of matchup. This one here, though, seems a get-right spot for Kansas. They were on the road. You get beat up. Now you're home. And Texas, as good as Texas is, this is still a team, fired your coach, and we saw Kansas against Kentucky on the road take care of where it comes down to talent. Yeah, talent is great, but sometimes the coaching edge is a little different. And off a bad loss, I'm taking Kansas here. Last year, these guys split close games. I'm going Kansas again. You lose by 15. Self is a great coach. That's why, for me, that is my handicap on this. Is the simple coaching FA off of a debacle, home, a big spot. It's a big game, and you need a win.
Right. I was just going to mention that. Obviously, Texas 8-2 in their conference, Kansas 6-4 in their conference. You need to win at home. I don't care who it's against, conference play or not. You need to pick up that pace at home. I think the advantage goes for home team. I think the advantage goes for coaching. Other than that, these teams kind of similar, and that's all I need. I'm just going to take Kansas here. I do see some 3.5s out there. Shop your lines. I see 4.5s.
Kansas had that. They lost 3 in a row. They lost at the K-State on the road, and then TCU got them by 20. They lost to Baylor, and you're like, what happened here? Then they say, you know what? All right, we'll play Kentucky on the road. We took care of business. Win, win, win. And then you just dropped this one. Listen, this isn't your vintage, 30-3 kind of Kansas team, obviously. They have, 4 or 5 losses. They got a couple losses on deck. But this is a spot where I'm going to trust the coach to get the team straight after a double-digit loss.
I like it. Let's move on to the NBA. NBA, we got OKC, the Thunder of Down Under in Oklahoma City, taking on Golden State, the Warriors out in San Fran. Over-unders 234. Golden State -4 here. I don't know about this Golden State. The NBA itself. I don't know why I'm still watching.
For NBA, I try to find spots in NBA. And looking at this game, my initial is automatically OKC because it's Golden State, and it's just whoa.
Right, yeah.
And it was 4.5 down to 4. There's a couple 3.5s out there. Obviously, Steph's out. We know for sure.
Right.
And who's really going to be sitting out for Oklahoma? I don't think Alexander's going to be out. Right? It's 3:00 now. Who knows what'll happen before the 10 o'clock or whenever these guys play tonight. I'm going to take the points here. The line looks a little low. The money's coming in on Golden State as it is. And no Curry. I think I got the best guy on the floor here, Alexander. The kid's having a nice little season. I'll take the 4. It's a feisty bunch. It just looks low, Lenny. It's just, to me,
it seems, yeah.
If you want to get down on something, right? Because this will be one of those games where it's like late night, like, oh, I gotta, what's on TV tonight? I gotta have a bailout kind of game. I don't look at spots like that. Just because it's on TV doesn't mean you got to bet it.
Facts.
Golden State's best players out. They're a team that's ho-hum. They're 27-26.
And I think they get a lot of love here because they're Golden name recognition love.
They got the same record, basically.
People still think it's Golden State 5 years ago, Golden State, and it's not. And I like this play, OKC, and I'm not big on the NBA. But
and I gotta say, am I biased because you think Golden State? Oh, it's Golden State. This line could be perfect at 4.5 with no Steph. But I'm just, I think that the average person is going to run to take Golden State because it is the Warriors. I'm going to say no, thank you. I'll lean Thunder here with the 4.
That's fair. Mr. Higgs, tell them what you got going on over at picksandparlays.net. I know you guys. Listen, I know you had a good weekend because I'm smart and I followed. But I'm just saying, tell them what you got going on over on the premium side of things.
Yeah, premium side of things. Well, obviously Super Bowl's up. That's been up for 2 weeks. We got to pick up there, and you can buy that. And I'll also be throwing some props in there too, because I know people love their props. And I do the midday money. You got the picks off the midday money show. And starting tonight, I'll be bringing back the little late night money. So we'll be talking some prop wise there for Super Bowl, and probably dabbling in a little college hoops too there. And I'm going to have college basketball every day. NBA will find our spots. Hockey, I dabble in the ice. I'm no Let's Go Wild with Terry on the ice, but I do have 2 ice games tonight. Hopefully I go 2-0 with the Flames and who else do I have today? Florida.
Okay.
So I think it's those spots. College hoops, though, baby. That's going to be my
college
bread and
hoops.
butter.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to talk about that Florida Tampa Bay game a little later with Let's Go Wild and friends. But use this promo code SUPER. This will save you 25% off the entire Picks and Parlay site when you're looking for Sean Higgs or any of our other premium handicappers. Make sure you use this promo code SUPER. Just to recap here, we're going to take Kansas Jayhawks -4, and we're going to take the Thunder +4 when you on tonight's February 6th matchups in the round ball. Don't forget, like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. Power hours here Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern. I look forward to nighttime money or late night money because baseball season.
Yes.
Baseball season, you did a lot more late night money and stuff. And I love to get your take on the MLB as well. So, Mr. Higgs, we'll see you on the next one.
Take it easy, man.
Take care, buddy. All right, guys, still up on the slate. We got to talk Miami at Duke, or Duke at Miami, I should say, and the Clippers Nets. And we are going to talk some ice with the Lightning visiting the Thunder, or Lightning visiting the Panthers. I got the Thunder stuck in my head. Tim Earl, talk to me about some college basketball. You as well have been doing really well in that orange ball that they put in the metal cylinder sport.
Yes.
Talk to
college
me, Duke at
lately.
Yes, Duke at Miami. Miami -2.5. Over/unders 145 and a hook. You guys, you and your counterpart here, Sean Higgs, kind of disagree on this game. I heard.
Yeah. I'm on Miami, and it's kind of similar in baseball when the Yankees and the Red Sox go up against each other. You fade them in their next game. I'm fading Duke off that big win against Carolina at home. It was a really good win for them. I believe Duke is 27th now in terms of rankings. They were 2 teams off of making the top 25. Miami is 19th, so normally this would be one of the games where I take Duke and fade the ranked team. I can't do it in this time. This is one of the few occasions where I'll actually go after the ranked team because Duke had that big game. It's just a big letdown spot for it. We've seen it in the past when they play North Carolina. They play a tough game against them. and then they fall flat in their next game. I think this is a good Miami spot to get a good resume win against Duke.
Listen, I've been on these Hurricanes. I'm a Miami Hurricane fan. Football, basketball, I don't care what it is. I'm
Basketball,
a
they've
Hurricane
been
fan.
good. Football, they were awful this year.
I know. Thanks for reminding me. I had them to do a lot better. But in this particular matchup, I'm just going to say I can't wait till the tournament play starts, because I think you're going to see a little bit different Miami team, a better Miami team than what's even already put out, is what I'm saying. Is I think they go a little bit deeper in the tournament time. I'm not a big fan of this Duke team. I'm not the college basketball guy, though.
We don't know what to expect from them. So
right, they're a little inconsistent, is I guess the better word to say, out of the Duke side of it. Miami, I think you know what you get with Miami, and you know what you get with the Hurricanes. I'm a fan of them. I'm a fan of I just like them. I just like Miami. I don't know why. I catch myself watching more Miami Hurricanes basketball. Don't ask me why. There's no point. There's no rhyme to my reason. All right, let's talk some NBA here. Monday, February 6th, Clippers -8 at the Nets. Over-unders 221. Tim Earl, first of all, the NBA, a lot of news over the weekend with the Kyrie thing going to Dallas.
Wait, Kyrie got traded?
I know. Did you hear?
I was just about to mention, wait, Kyrie got traded? If you guys haven't heard about that one, he went to the Mavericks. And this would be technically, I guess, the second game that the Nets had without him, because he sat the last game because he wanted to trade. This is the Brooklyn Nets middle finger game and say, F you, Irving. We're going to go out there and win. And when it came to this one, I saw the trade. I immediately went to the Brooklyn Nets schedule, saw this game, and went, Nets money line. I'm not even going to worry about the points. I'm going to take them outright. We mentioned on the ESB show, and we had to find somebody to help us get a line for it, because one of the segments we do is buy double digits, because we always love doing that. Nets by double digits was plus 870 this morning.
So I'm in the theory. Here's the school of thought where I'm at. Love a home dog. Clippers, don't know what you ever get with them. Very inconsistent, in my opinion. The Nets, also very inconsistent. I attribute that more towards, you don't know if Durant and Kyrie, when you invest all that money into high name valued players, and then they sit, you don't know what you're really going to get, and then they sit a lot. So that's the problem I have with that, with both these teams here. But I don't have a problem with this, taking them into points. I sprinkled on the money line because Tim Earl told me to, and that's what I did. But I don't hate this at all. The Nets are 32-20, 16-8, with a limited Kyrie when he decides to play anyway.
Kyrie played a bunch of games this year. It's Durant that got injured for a while.
I just don't think the Nets are going to be that horrible without him.
You're getting a big cancer out of the locker room with no Irving. That's good. That itself is going to be great for the Brooklyn Nets. And I'm excited to see Spencer Dinwiddie go back. I think Finney Smith is going to be a great addition. And I will say this now, by far, the Brooklyn Nets won that trade. By far.
I'm trying to see how they don't. I really thought it was really obvious.
The only reason that I would ever change that opinion, two things have to happen. Kyrie gets a monster deal, and the Dallas Mavericks win the NBA Finals this year. That's the only reason I would say that Dallas won this trade. If Dallas does anything less than win the title, Brooklyn won that trade by a mile.
Yeah. So facts. All right. So Tim Earl, just to recap here. Let me pull up this first. Promo code SUPER. Save you 25% off. That's promo code's only available when you like the button here for the Power Hour. That's a Power Hour promo, folks. SUPER. Save you 25% off the entire website. Tim Earl, tell them what you got going on over at picksandparlays.net. And don't forget, plug your show, Ballin' Out.
Ballin' Out with Tim Earl on the Picks and Parlays YouTube channel. That goes that premieres at 7 a.m. Currently, number one on the site for NBA. Nothing but action this year. I think I've had about 500 plays in the NBA already this year. And I'll have probably close to 1,000 by the end of the year. NBA, I've been making a good chunk of money. College basketball has been a lot better lately for us since we kind of went away from the indexing and all that stuff. And then we're now just trying to find the gross plays. The taking the unranked teams versus the ranked teams at pick'em prices. Going and looking at the games and going, all right, everybody's going to want to bet Virginia at a pick'em price because they're 6th in the nation. We'll take Virginia Tech. Stuff like that. That's what we've been doing for the last little while, and it's been
making
a
money
lot better for us. So
I love it. I love it. Don't forget to check out Earl Sports Bets over at picksandparlays.net or check out Tim Earl's Ballin' Out mornings when there's a big NBA slate, like 5 or 6 games.
4 to 5 games at least.
4 to 5 games, yeah. All right, Tim, I appreciate it. Don't forget, guys, like, subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. Power Hour, Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern. We're not done here. Don't go nowhere. Tim, bye-bye. All right, with me today, talk some NHL. We're finally bringing NHL to Power Hour. I've been talking about this for a month, and now that football's died, ending, and we have just basketball until baseball comes around. No problem mixing in a little hockey action for you guys. And we brought in our expert handicapper on the ice, Terry Edelman. Welcome to the Power Hour, Terry Edelman.
Thanks for having me. And you know what? After watching the Power Hour so far, I'm so happy that I get to talk about NHL. You don't have to worry about what player is going to sit what day and who feels like playing that day and who's tired and whose pinky finger hurts. No.
I'll tell you what.
We get to talk hockey.
Certain handicappers, if they are basketball handicappers or hockey handicappers or vice versa, because they hate the other sports. They hate.
Well, no. I've tried. I really tried with NBA.
No, I know.
The fact that like 6 different players decided they were going to rest yesterday.
I'm in the same boat.
Really screwed me up a lot. So I'm really happy hockey is going to be in full swing the rest of the season. Give me hockey, so I'm glad to talk about it.
I love it. NHL is back today. And I talked about this on my parlay party, shameless plug. Parlay party's out on YouTube, Picks and Parlay channel. Feel free to watch it, like it, subscribe, all that good stuff. Tampa Bay -120 at the Florida Panthers. Over under 6.5. We're all coming off the All-Star weekend for the NHL in Florida. Are we worried about a Florida hangover here? I mean, what are we going? Where are we going with this?
Well, this is obviously the first game off the break, but it's 2 division rivals facing each other. So I said on my show earlier today, if this was Tampa against, let's say, Anaheim, I would not be going anywhere near Tampa Bay because what do they have to play for? They might kind of take the game off. It's that kind of team. They're not going to take the game off against this team. This is their biggest rival, the Florida Panthers. Tampa Bay has owned the Panthers. They've won the last 7 meetings. When looking at the total, so before I get to my pick, obviously on the side, the games when these 2 teams face each other have gone really low-scoring games. The last 6 have gone under 6.5. 5 of the last 6 have gone under 5.5. They've been really low-scoring games, but when you look at Florida as of late, they've gone over in 8 of their last 9 games. Tampa's gone over in 4 of 6. So the total could go either way. I could see this being a 2-1 game, or I could see this being a 7-4 game. But what I do like is the Tampa Bay Lightning to continue their domination over Florida. Yes, Tampa Bay is much better at home than on the road, but Tampa's won 6 of their last 8 in Florida. I guess they play in Florida all the time, but in the Florida's arena.
Yeah, that's a good point.
They've had success there. I like the Lightning. I think it's a good spot for them here to come out of the break hot.
I first of all, I have 2 things. I went over this game, like I said, on parlay party. And part of my parlay today is Tampa money line over 5.5. I just buy it down from 6.5 to 5.5. It's like minus 200. But it's part of a parlay, so that's the only reason I did that. But I also mentioned in that show that I straight up bet this over 6.5, but that was a little iffy because I see this game ending like 4-2, maybe, something like that. Tampa side, I'm on Tampa. I'm with you on Tampa, but I think that 6 is right there for the total, so that's why I bought it down a little bit. But check out
the one good thing for the total, something I didn't mention about the Tampa Bay too, is that Sergei Bobrovsky will be playing in his first game today. He's been off a long time due to injury. Now all the players are off a break. I really don't like this spot for him. coming off of injury, having to face a team he hasn't had much success against. I like this spot for Tampa Bay. This is up on the site for me as well as a free play. I put it up there.
There you go. So there you go. Check that out. And don't forget, guys, if you're over at picksandparlays.net, check out Terry Edelman. He is always giving you great NHL insight. Terry, tell them what you got going on over at the site. I know you're not you've been on Power Hour before doing 2-team parlays for the NFL and all that, and we crushed that. So now we're gonna bring in some NHL now that football's dying. So tell them what they can expect to see over at picksandparlays.net from you over there.
Hockey is my expertise. I'm third in the NHL this year. In 2023, I'm third in the NHL so far. It's my best sport. I did start off pretty rough to start off the year, but obviously now that's in the rearview mirror. So looking to finish off the season well. Can't wait for baseball as well. I'm very limited in NBA. Obviously, I kind of gave it the reason why earlier. I will get to the NBA in certain spots, but I'm very picky with the NBA, and I don't really touch college sports. I might start to try to put a little bit more focus into them, but NHL is my expertise.
I'll tell you what, I like college basketball. I do, but I like when it's conference play or tournament play. Like right now and all these other, like at the beginning of the year, just is so much overwhelming. So I'm the same way. Like in the NBA, we feel the same way about the NBA. Like I'll bet NBA when it comes to playoffs, stuff like that. But for me, it goes heavy football. Now I'm heavy hockey, and then I'm heavy baseball.
I can't wait till baseball
all day, every day.
I'll come on Power Hour every day of the week for baseball.
I love it. You guys heard it here first. So when I email him and put him on the schedule for baseball season every day at Power Hour, and he backs out,
there's no evidence.
Roll the tape back. Use this promo code SUPER, save you 25% off the entire site, picksandparlays.net. And just to recap, we do like Tampa Bay money line. Right, I think shop your line. It's about minus 120-ish.
Yeah,
give or take 5 either way. But definitely check that out. Power Hour here, Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern. As always, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. Terry Edelman, we will see you on the next one. I appreciate everybody. We'll see you later. Good luck. Unless you're against me.